Let us study about another application of potentiometer for the measurement of small unknown resistance. Now this particular circuit is used. The primary circuit is still the same. In the secondary circuit, we have connected a few resistances like this. In this circuit, R, this particular resistance, it is known to us. We are using the known resistance, and the one end of R, the higher potential end of R is connected to A, and the lower potential end of R is connected to R, small r. This small r is the unknown resistance that we have to find out. This small unknown resistance is small r. We have to find out the value of small r. Now a connecting point is taken between capital R and small r, and it is connected to terminal 1 of two-way key, and third terminal is taken from here, and 2 is connected to galvanometer, which is further connected to jockey to the, as we have done in the previous videos also. So what we do here, first step, find the potential gradient x. This is always the first step, find the potential gradient x. Then we plug 1 and 2. We are plugging 1 and 2. 3 is kept out of the circuit, so that means in the secondary circuit only capital R, which is the known resistance, only capital R is introduced in the circuit. Now the current will flow from here, and then it will go from here, from 1 to 2, and from galvanometer to the key. Small r is not in the circuit. So when we plug 1 and 2, there will be some potential drop across R. Let us say that this potential drop is V1. The potential drop across R is V1. We find the balancing length at which the galvanometer shows zero deflection. Let us say that this balancing length is L1. Now by the principle of potentiometer, this V1 will be equal to XL1. Also, by Ohm's law, V1 should be equal to IR, because what we are actually measuring is the potential drop across R only. So we will have two values, one by the potentiometer, which will be given as V1 equals to XL1, and another by using Ohm's law, which is V1 equals to IR. So that means we can write IR equals to XL1. So let us say this is our first equation. Now we plug 2 and 3. Now when we are plugging 2 and 3, then the total resistance is not just small r, it is R plus R. As you can see, if we remove this here, then this goes away, this upper branch goes away, and the current will start from here. It will go through capital R, then it will go through small r, then from 3 to 2, and then to galvanometer, and finally to key. So when we plug 2 and 3, the total resistance which is connected with potentiometer is capital R plus small r. So what we are doing, actually we are finding the potential drop across capital R and small r. Let us say that this potential drop is V2. Now according to principle of potentiometer, V2 will be equal to XL2, where L2 is the new balancing length. Also from Ohm's law, V2 will be equal to I into the resistance, and this time the resistance is R plus R. So that means I R plus R equals to XL2. This is our second equation. Now dividing second equation by first equation. Dividing second equation by first equation, we will get IR plus R upon IR equals to XL2 upon XL1. So here we will have R plus R upon R equals to L2 by L1, and if you solve this, then you will get the value of small r, which will be equal to L2 minus L1 upon L1 into capital R. So this particular formula will give us the value of the small resistance that is connected here. Now when we are doing this, make sure you understand these, basically these second and third step, what is happening, which resistance is introduced when we are plugging the key between 1 and 2, and which resistances are introduced when we are plugging the key between 3 and 2. That is very important. First we are introducing only capital R, and in the third step we are introducing both capital R and small r. And since capital R is already known to us, we can put the value of R here, and L1 and L2 we are calculating from potentiometer, so we can find the value of the small resistance by using potentiometer.